Hello, welcome back to the channel. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. So glad you're here. And also to everyone who's a newbie, I'm also so glad you decided to click on today's video. My name is Jessica. Today we're going to get into a really fun Amazon haul with Karin, which is a brand on Amazon that I partner with on a regular basis here on my channel. I really love their pieces. They make feminine, very classic, and also affordable pieces with a couple little trendy items that they like to throw in there every once in a while. And I always feel like their clothes are well made and they have something about them that's just special. So thank you to Karin for sponsoring today's video. But of course, as always, you all know that I'm very honest about my thoughts and opinions, whether or not it is a sponsored content or not. So we're gonna get right into it. Everything you're gonna see in today's video will be linked down in the description box if it's available. And I will also have a QR code that will pop up in this corner so that you can shop today's video. If you're watching on a TV screen, you can just take out your phone, scan that QR code, and it will take you straight to the product page on Amazon. And you may want to check out the description box because there will be some very limited time promo codes down there so you can save some money on today's video. All right, without further ado, let's jump right in. Okay, this dress from Karin, this has to be one of my favorite pieces that I got in this haul just because it's so out of the norm of what Karin usually does. I feel like they're more known for their like very feminine, like more kind of like almost retro inspired designs sometimes, but this just feels very modern. It still is very feminine, but it's very on trend right now, and it just has a really cool, edgy, modern feel to it. So it's this mesh sleeveless midi bodycon dress. You've got like a big slit that goes up the right side all the way up to like about like mid thigh, I would say. So that kind of gives it a little bit of like sexiness to it. It's ruched around the midsection, which I find to be very flattering. Can kind of help to disguise certain things that you have going on in that area that you might not want to advertise. For me, that's my fibroid. It is getting removed very soon. Thank God. But it's a very comfortable dress. I got this in a small and it has a lot of stretch to it. And I could see myself wearing this in the fall, like for so many different occasions. Like you could wear this with sneakers. It could be like a chill dress, but then you can dress it up with some heels or some really cool boots like I have, and it could be like the perfect like going out dress. So it really has a lot of versatility to it. It does come in some other colorways, but I think this red burgundy colorway is the best one. And yeah, I'm obsessed. I think this is just a very cute bodycon dress. Usually I'm very self-conscious about bodycon dresses, but something about this one just, I feel really good in it and I feel confident. So this hits it out of the park for me. This is very much in the vein of what I was saying about how Karin just really has some very nice, classic, ladylike pieces. And a knit sweater dress is always such a great thing to have on hand in the cooler months. And I love this one because it definitely has that sort of like old money, almost like a kind of Chanel-y sort of look to it in a way, because it's just got this like high contrast with the black trim, and then the rest of the dress is cream. We've got these little buttons. I got this in a size small and it fits so good. Normally with knit dresses I size up a size because I want to make sure that they don't like cling to me too much, because I start to get a little bit insecure about like, you know, my midsection and all that stuff, because sometimes if knit dresses are too tight they can kind of advertise all that stuff. But I honestly think this one looks really good, and I love the feeling of this on my skin. It feels so soft. It's not itchy at all. It just feels like a nice, lightweight, soft, fine knit. And like I said, it's not too thick, so you're not going to get overheated if it's a little bit warmer outside. I also love that these buttons on the front are actually functioning buttons. The thing I hate the worst about some dresses is like when they have a neckline with buttons, but they're just for show and you can't like do anything with the neckline. And the reason why I love that is because like if they were just for show and this one was buttoned permanently, I don't think I would like the dress as much. But because I can unbutton that top one, it makes it a little bit more flattering for me. I feel like when you have a larger chest, a lot of times the inclination is like you want to cover it up because you're like, oh, I have big boobs, I don't want to like flaunt them all the time. But in fact, by covering your chest up more and having more fabric cover up all of this skin, it ends up making your chest look bigger than it is. It's a very strange thing, optical illusion situation, but if you can create like a little bit more like space, a little bit more skin showing, it somehow minimizes the look of your chest a little bit. I know, it's crazy, but that's one thing I have learned being someone with, you know, a bigger chest throughout my life, is it's better to show a little bit more cleavage than to like try to like have a high neckline all the time, because that just ends up making you look even bigger. Anyway, this also comes in some other color options, but I just thought this like cream and black was so classic, and just very feminine. If you know me, you know I love sparkles. I can't get enough of them. I just want to be sparkly all the time. And so when I saw this really fun little mermaid style midi skirt with sequins, it was a no hesitation moment. I just went, and that. This is in such a stunning bright red color, but they do have quite a few other color options. But the reason why I chose the red, okay, is because the holidays are coming. They're going to be here any second. So I'm already thinking about my holiday party outfits. It's one of my favorite times of the year for fashion is the holiday season because it's all about sparkles. It's all about being glitzy and dressed up and being festive. And so this skirt is definitely going to be in the rotation for my holiday party looks. Now, I did get this in a medium, and I probably could have gotten a small. It's got a good amount of stretch to it. Feels very comfortable on. The waistband has a lot of elastic, so there's just a lot of give. But I think the medium is nice because it still hugs everything really well because of the fabric. It's kind of more of like a spandexy type fabric. So even though maybe it's a size up, it's still doing the bodycon thing. It's still showing off the booty. But I think because it's a medium, for me especially, because I have like a thicker bottom half, I tend to gain more weight like in my butt and my thighs, that whole area. It just feels a little bit more maybe comfortable than a small would be because it's just still a little bit loose, so it just feels easy to wear. I love this skirt. It's so sassy. The mermaid hem on the bottom with the little flare out just adds so much. It sparkles beautifully. Hey, just interrupting this video really quick to ask if you are enjoying and you are not yet a subscriber to please consider hitting that red subscribe button and joining my YouTube family here. It's a decision that you will not regret at all, and it's free. Best deal on this video, if I might say so. And if you do enjoy my content, you can find me on all the other social media platforms. I am Miss More Style everywhere. I'll have all the links to the different platforms that I'm on down in the description box, including Instagram and TikTok. So if you want to go find me on your other favorite social platform, I would love to connect with you all there. Okay, this coat is such a beautiful find. I've been in the market for a nice black, like pea coat style coat. I have pretty much a coat in every other color but black. And I don't really always wear a whole lot of black, but I feel like it's just one of those things that it's good to have around. And this one is such a gorgeous coat. Now, I got this in a medium, and I think that you should size up a size in this because the medium fits absolutely perfectly. It's got enough room inside where I can layer sweaters or different things underneath, but it's not so oversized that it looks sloppy. And I love the like asymmetrical buttons on this. It's just such a unique detail that you don't really see on a whole lot of coats, for the buttons to sort of go diagonally up, you know, the front. And then it's got this nice like funnel neck once it's all buttoned up, which is very, very on trend right now. If you watch my fall 2024 trends video, which I'll link up in the eye and in the description box, funnel neck coats or like high neck coats are definitely a trending thing right now. This whole look, I feel very like Kate Middleton a little bit in it. It's just, I feel like in the wintertime she wears a lot of like really beautiful coats that sort of have their own unique statement aspect to them because, you know, a lot of times when you're going to be outside and no one is actually going to see what you're wearing underneath, your coat is all they're going to see. And so it is kind of nice and important to have a beautiful coat that sort of makes its own statement for those situations where you might not really be taking your coat off too much. And I love this so much. It does come in some other colors if you don't really care for the black, but the black is super classic and it goes with everything. I think this next piece is such a great transition piece, end of summer into fall. Depending on when you live, you're probably solidly already in fall, but where I live, it's pretty much still summer outside. So in order for me to wear sort of fall knits and things like that, you kind of have to modify the cuts of them. And so that's why I really like this top because it's such a cute, like knit, cozy sort of sweater top, but it is short sleeve, so you can kind of get that knit, cozy fall vibe without completely burning up. And then as things get colder, you can definitely throw on like a layering long sleeve shirt underneath this if you wanted to for some extra warmth. And I think that would be a really cute look. But this is so cozy. I love the burgundy stripes. Burgundy is a very hot and happening color right now. If you caught my fall 2024 trends video, then you would know. But it does come in some other colorways. As Grace Karin always has like a lot of variety of color options to choose from in their pieces. So this is just a fun thing to pick up. It's very fuzzy. I don't feel like it's very itchy at all. I think it's pretty soft and it does fit very boxy. I got it in a small and I think I could have even gotten an extra small if I wanted it to have a little bit more of a fitted look. but I think it's cute. It kind of has that oversized feel and just feels very comfy. Just a good little casual piece to sort of throw on and go run around and still look kind of cute and fallish, even if you don't really live in a place that is very fall-like. Have to quickly just shout out these shoes that I'm wearing with this outfit because these are also an Amazon find and a very affordable one at that. I believe they are under $50 and they look very much like a designer pump that has been very popular. It's been all over my Explore page on Instagram. I don't remember who the brand is that these are kind of inspired by. I'll put it on the screen, but these are absolutely gorgeous. I love all the little like strappy details across the shoe. These straps actually do function. They have like one more hole that you could tighten them down, and then you can also loosen them up a little bit. So, you know, whether you have a more narrow foot or your foot's a little bit wider, that can kind of help you customize the fit of this, which I really like. And of course, they've just got a very small, very manageable kitten heel in the back. So they are easily worn for every day. And I really like these because though they do have kind of like a corporate-y sort of office wear sort of vibe, I think when you wear them with jeans and a top, like it can take a sort of more casual jeans outfit and sort of elevate it a little bit. And you can kind of take a very casual look and just make it feel a little bit more elegant and a little bit more dressy if you want. And these also work great if you do work in an office. This jacket is just such a great lightweight fall throw on and go jacket. I love this because it kind of reminds me of sort of like the English countryside trend that I talked about in my trends video, in that it's just kind of got this like quilted jacket look, kind of like a windbreaker type feel, something that feels kind of outdoorsy that you would wear going outside on a walk, maybe to go jump in some leaves. This is just me living my non-fall fantasy. Haven't seen a pile of leaves in years, you guys, but anyway, I digress. This is such a great neutral color that would just go with anything. Of course, Grace Karin stuff, it always comes in like multiple different color options, but I thought this beige would just be a great, you know, color that I could coordinate with a lot of the outfits that I already have in my closet. Now, what size did I get this in? I got a medium, and I think I sized up because I wanted to make sure that I had like plenty of room underneath to wear sweaters and sweatshirts and different things without it feeling like too confined or too claustrophobic in there. And you know, I think there's plenty of room. I probably could have gotten a small, but it's just got a little bit of an oversized look to it. Again, it's very light, so this is not going to be something that you would wear for like a really cold day, but for me personally, like throwing on over like my gym clothes, running to the gym, running errands, going out for my little walks that I try to do multiple times a day, this is the perfect jacket for all of that because again, like if I'm running around, I'm not going to get too overheated. It's just going to give me the perfect amount of like warmth and a little bit of break from if there's a wind or a breeze or anything. This is absolutely perfect for that. And it also has, I should mention, these little cinchy things on the side. So if you wanted to kind of like pull it in, make it a little bit more like closed in at your hips, you can do that. I personally don't like that look. I think it makes me look kind of like, you know, poofy and not in a good way, but if it is very like windy and chilly outside, that is a good thing to have to kind of like keep the warmth in when you care more about warmth and less about the aesthetic of the way that you look. Ooh la la, this may be one of my favorite things that I have ever gotten from Grace Karin. I think this dress is just so fun and sassy and spicy, and all I want to do is like go and like salsa dance or something in it. I just think it is so gorgeous. I mean, how much do you love this big rosette that's on the shoulder? And it's even got these little like tendril things that hang off of it on either side. So one hangs in the front, one hangs in the back. It is just this gorgeous one shoulder floral dress. They do come in several other colorways. I loved this black motif one. I thought this would be really pretty for like a fall wedding guest dress or any kind of like fall special occasion that you may have. The freaking fabric of this is so pretty. It's just this really gorgeous semi-sheer floral sort of chiffon feeling fabric. There's like parts of it that are like a little bit more sheer than others. There's like, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but like you can see in the fabric there's like little parts where like the black leaves are kind of a little bit less sheer. And it's got this little ruffle along the edge, and then it comes up so high on the right leg, which I think is very spicy of Grace Karin. A lot of times I feel like their clothes err on the side of being a little bit more modest, but I love that it comes up so high on this leg because it is just so much fun. But it's not something where I feel insecure like I'm gonna flash anyone, because it still like comes across your leg low enough that you feel like, you know, everything is gonna be covered. It just comes up like honestly on the outside of your like thigh, upper thigh, which I think is so much fun. Oh, it also has a back that is sort of ruched. So there's a lot of give, a lot of stretch back there. I got this in a small and I think it fits pretty perfectly. It is slightly snug in the waist. So just so you know, the stretchiness of the back of it kind of stops right at the waist and it only really applies to like the waist and above. Everything from the waist down does not have stretch. So you definitely want to make sure that you pay attention to the size chart and get the dress that's going to fit you in the waist and in the hips, because the hips area, it's not that it's tight, but if I was any bigger in the hips, it might feel a little bit tight there. So definitely pay attention to the measurements. But oh my God, this dress is a freaking standout and I absolutely love it. This blouse I am obsessed with. First of all, I picked it in the freaking color of the fall season, burgundy, and I just think it looks so rich and so pretty, and I love this little cutout. I just think this is such a cool little feature, and I love that the cutout sits in a place that does not coincide with your bra strap, because that is the worst. I mean, cutouts are really fun, but I feel like a lot of times it's too far over on one arm and then your bra strap shows and it's so irritating. So I love that this is a nice big cutout, but it's kind of more centered. That way you can wear a regular bra and you don't have to worry about it showing. Thank God. It's very stretchy. It just feels very soft on, and it definitely has a bit of like an asymmetrical hemline going on here. So it kind of dips down lower on the right side, and then there is a slit on the right side also. I got this in a small, and I think that was the way to go. This is definitely a shirt that I think you want to wear more bodycon. But I think I could have sized up to a medium for a little extra breathing room. But I think this is just such a cool, like basic long sleeve shirt that has some really interesting edgy elements to it that create, again, like something that has a little bit more visual interest to it that isn't just your boring, basic, long sleeve, solid t-shirt. Paired it with these leopard print barrel jeans. I know everyone has thoughts on barrel jeans. Let me know in the comments. Are you pro or against barrel jeans? I would love to know. I think these are not too bad. I personally wasn't very sure about them when I first saw them, but when I put these on, I was like, okay, these look pretty cute. These are also from Amazon, not Grace Karin, but of course I will link these down below if you're interested. I just think this is a really fun fall outfit that just feels casual, but still just a little bit elevated and a little bit more dressed up. If you enjoyed this video and you want to know more about the fall 2024 trends that I've kind of been referencing throughout the video, then you're going to want to go check this one out next. This will give you all the details, everything you want to know for fall 2024 fashion trends. Big thanks again to Grace Karin for sponsoring this video, and please let me know down in the comments what outfit was your favorite. I love to hear from you guys. And then if you don't mind, give it a thumbs up. If you had a good time, it really helps my channel out so much. You have no idea. And I'll see you guys right over here next. And if not, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.